This is Morten from Inkish. I'm here with my good friend Rainer Prosi. Good to see you. It's
Hi,
been
Morten.
too many years.
Yep, since Copenhagen.
Since Copenhagen, and then we had a bad situation with COVID that basically stopped a lot of work and all our ideas of doing things. And for people that don't know what SIP4 is, I just want to be very brief about it. You are not producing anything, but you're still producing something that is enormously important, right?
Yes, we are producing standards that other people can use to improve the printing industry and improve the communication in the printing industry.
I think that when we talk about standardization of, let's say, software and services, it is something that a lot of people claim to do because you have, let's say, something that is called IoT, which is like protocols, right? You have, let's say, companies that do middleware to interconnect different kind of solutions. But you're down into the core, something where people should implement your standards directly into the applications,
Yes.
right?
So one of our goals is to avoid the necessity of middleware. So if both sides use the same standard, you don't need anybody there to do the translation for you. So that's the main goal of CIP4 with their standards JDF, XJDF, and PrintTalk.
And to help you achieve that, you said to me that you're not just XML anymore. That was also JSON, and it was also one more thing I couldn't remember.
No, it's JSON mainly, and REST APIs
REST
based
API,
on JSON.
yeah, precisely.
So that's exactly the big splash thing that we are coming out with here at Drupa, because once every 4 years, surprisingly at Drupa, we come up with their new versions of specifications. JDF, which has been around for about 20 years, is now in JDF 1.8, so it's the 9th version. And it's so mature that it doesn't make any sense to do a, let's say, underlying grammar change to JSON from XML. But the fairly new XJDF and PrintTalk standards, they are newer and they are also much cleaner and better for developers. They're better useful to map to an object model. And therefore, JSON, which is a standard or the standard that is replacing XML for anybody under 40, is the thing that we basically have to go to. One thing you do have to look at is that it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because it's a modern standard that has many new tools. It's a bad thing because suddenly you have two versions of the same standard. And then of course somebody who's expecting JSON and getting XML, it's not going to work, and the other way around. But I guess it's it's something we'll have to accept.
But I mean, maybe it's because I'm not a programmer, but the way I see it, and maybe it's totally wrong, but just to make it understandable for, let's say, normal people, right? Is like, if you have like XML, that is like a structured set of data, right? When you have a JSON object, that is also like a standard for how to exchange the data, right?
No, well, that's the API. That's the REST API.
Oh, okay.
The JSON is really just also a standard for the data. I always joke that XML has pointy brackets and JSON has squiggly brackets. That's the major difference.
And when you say that is a joke, I guess that is like a joke for programmers,
It's
right?
a joke for programmers, but some of them will say, he must be insane. Others will say, yeah, he's right.
Yeah. But it's good, and basically, when you choose to also include REST API and JSON, I guess that, I mean, when you listen to buzzwords in the programming environment, basically that is what is connecting a lot of services on the internet today. So I guess that with your members and also having that standardization as part of the definition makes it way easier also for programmers to jump in and understand immediately how to interconnect between different services, right?
Exactly. One of the major problems with JDF is that you need about a year to understand it and correctly implement it as a vendor, so it's pretty much impossible if you're just a small print shop. With JSON, we're hoping, and the REST APIs and all the tools that go along with it, we're hoping that at least for those that are new to the game, it becomes much, much easier.
And will you be able to do the same both in XML and in JSON?
If you look at XJDF, which is an interface standard, that is totally the same, whether it is JSON or XML. It's really just a little bit, it looks different in a text editor, but everything else is the same.
Okay.
So yes, you will be able to do exactly the same things, and the same is also true for the PrintTalk part of it.
I have to ask you one question here at the end. What does this mean for an average printer?
It means for an average printer that he should tell his suppliers, go to these new standards. Don't come to me saying, oh, I'm standardized, I have my own API, because that's the thing that will lock him into that supplier, because whenever he changes, he'll have to change that API. Whereas if he has a standard, he can say, hey, I don't like you anymore. I'll take anybody else who also implements that standard.
So that basically means efficiency, better competition, maybe better solutions,
Yes.
maybe even better prices on development, right?
That's definitely one of the major goals that we are trying to do.
Fantastic. Rainer,
Thank you, Martin.
good to see you again. Thanks.
Great seeing you.